Coming up on Fox 4 Sports Watch, the national spotlight shines on the Cowboys once again as they take on the Vikings. Is the Cowboys' defense as bad as originally billed? And why does Dallas seem to dominate at the end of games? And why might that end in Minneapolis? Stay with us.
You're listening to Fox 4 Sports with Edward Egros.
Welcome to Fox 4 Sports Watch, where it's time to discuss another Thursday game for the Dallas Cowboys. The 10-1 Silver and Blue face the 6-5 Minnesota Vikings, a team that's 4-1 at home, but whose losses have all come within the last 6 games. They are sputtering, to say the least. One reason is the play of their quarterback, Sam Bradford. His adjusted net yards per pass attempt haven't been above 8 in any game since the start of this losing skid. While 6.5 is considered average, Bradford has been, at best, a slightly above average quarterback. He is expected to be much better than that, given the Vikings do not run the football almost ever since Adrian Peterson went down with a torn meniscus. Jason Garrett believes what will put Bradford in negative situations involves the scoreboard.
One of the things we try to pride ourselves on is starting fast in games, and different times this year we've done a really good job of that. Other times we haven't, but if you're able to do that and you're able to demonstrate that you can score on a large number of your opportunities over the course of the game, there's no question that puts pressure on the other team.
In other words, if the offense scores a lot, the offense will rely on Bradford to score and score quickly to keep up, something he's struggled doing lately. But can this Cowboys defense stop them? Ever since Mo Claiborne and Barry Church went down with injuries, opposing offenses have scored 10, 30, 17, and 26 points, though the 10 and 17 were against two of the worst offenses in the league. One reason involves turnovers. The Cowboys don't have any the last few games, and defensive backs like Byron Jones and Brandon Carr understand the importance of takeaways.
I say get back on the takeover board. For us, just taking the ball away and giving our offense a chance to score some more points.
You know, we can do things better as far as taking the ball away, clean up some of our coverages and some of the gray area throughout our defense, but at the same time, I think this year just the awareness across the board in those key situations, we do a good job of just making our play get off the field, helping our offense get the ball back and score some more points.
Problem with this stat, though, is it's not something you can plan. Oftentimes it is completely random. While turnovers are one of the bigger indicators as to if a team will win a game, it doesn't necessarily indicate that the defense overall is quality. Take this year, the top 5 teams in takeaways, the Chiefs, Chargers, Vikings, Broncos, and Buccaneers. Only one of them ranks in the top 7 in scoring defense, the Vikings. The Cowboys rank 27th in takeaways, but 5th in scoring defense. They are expected to get Barry Church back, an important acquisition in both areas. Perhaps it's hard to care too much about defensive questions when the Cowboys are 10-1 and could clinch a playoff spot as soon as this weekend. There's no disputing one of the reasons for the lopsided record is fourth quarter domination. Here's Zeke and Dak on why they're successful the final 15 minutes.
Wearing them down, teams are going to come out and try to stop the run. They know that's what we want to do. We want to come out and establish the run, so they're going to come out and try to stop it. But as the game goes on and on, we wear them down, and those smaller runs get bigger and bigger.
I've got 3 quarters under my belt at that point. I know what they're going to give me for the most part. I'm in the rhythm of the game. I know my matchups, and I'm kind of locked in at that point.
Cowboys are second in the NFL in time of possession in the fourth quarter. They are not one of the more prolific scorers in that frame, but they really haven't had to be with their leads and ability to wind the clock all the way down. And with more than 38% of the Cowboys' yards coming on the ground, endurance has not seemed to dissipate. But will this trend last come Thursday? Minnesota ranks 7th best in scoring defense in the fourth quarter. They have played the 3rd best and 6th best, the Eagles and Giants. Both games were close, and the Cowboys did lose the latter. Now, what matters most here is rushing differential, something the Cowboys have dominated all year long. Even if Dallas trails late, teams have not done well controlling the game, keeping the Cowboys in the contest. Minnesota ranks in the middle of the pack, meaning they have a tougher time controlling the game, no matter how much time remains. I'm giving the Cowboys a 58% chance of improving to 11-1. There is one projection by another source that has the Vikings winning big. And while its metrics are proprietary, factors like being a Thursday road team and having too long a winning streak are not as relevant for the Cowboys as it usually is. Sometimes these variables are included in models like these, and I don't know if they are for sure, but we will see who had the better model come Thursday night. Make sure to watch Fox 4 News Wednesday and Thursday leading up to the big game. Mike Ducey is in Minneapolis, and we'll break down even more particulars. And for live tweeting, follow me on Twitter at Edward Egros Fox 4 and KDFW Sports. I'm Edward Egros. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.
On air, online, and totally mobile, this is Fox 4.